Welcome to Cigar Audit. I'm Matt, and today I'm here to review the Sobremesa Robusto Largo. This cigar is made by the Dunbarton Tobacco Company. That company was started by Steve Saka, who used to be the CEO of Drew Estate. And so this cigar is quite interesting. It's fairly new. The company's only a year and a half old. And this is a very intriguing blend. We've been doing a lot of Cubans lately, which there really isn't much of a blend there. But this is quite a complex blend. This one has the Ecuadorian Habano Rosado wrapper, which is beautiful. And then it has a Mexican binder. And then the filler is a blend, very interesting, 4 different Nicaraguan tobaccos. And then the other filler blend is a Pennsylvania broadleaf from right here in Lancaster County, right down the street from where I'm at. So it's pretty amazing. Very complex mix, so I'm curious to see what the flavors are. As far as the cigar, it looks very pretty. A slight oily sheen to it. I would say moderate veins. There's a fair amount of them. They're small, but there's a fair amount of them. The seams are quite tight, in some cases invisible. And the cap here is a pretty nice triple cap. But beautiful looking stick, pretty dark wrapper. And I would say I get some espresso notes off of the wrapper. Interesting, pre-light draw. I get kind of a sweet, leathery wood note. And a little bit of cayenne pepper on the dry draw here. Very interesting. Pre-lit draw, typically you don't get spices, not this much. So that's interesting. I'm hoping it's got a nice complexity to it. Kind of a sweet, spicy note. Interesting. So today, I'm going to go ahead and start this with a cedar spill, because I'm feeling fancy. So right away, some leather notes, a little bit of espresso in there, a little bit of earth, a little slight spice, but I'm going to say at this point some sweet spices and a little bit of black pepper. Nothing overbearing. The Retro Hail has your typical, white pepper. And the finish is fairly long. I'd say the finish is a little bit more than moderate, and has your typical sweet spices with that black pepper. And the pepper kind of moves to the front of your tongue the longer the finish goes, which is pretty complex. Getting a little creamy note in there too, so that's very nice. I'd say the smoke output is significant, and the burn, the draw, everything is good. Draw is perfect. Burn looks good so far. I can't be happier with this cigar. I appreciate Michael from the Humidor on the Hill suggesting this one to me, and I did a little research, and it sounds like it's a really good quality cigar, and hopefully the line comes out with a few more. Very nice. So far so good. I'll get further down and finish this first third, and I'll be back to see how it progresses. Welcome back to Cigar Audit. Matt here reviewing and smoking the Sobremesa Robusto. This is a 5.2 by 52 stick, so I don't think I gave the measurements before, but so far so good. The first third, a lot of leathery notes with a touch of earth on the finish, which is kind of an interesting blend. Occasionally there's a very subtle sweetness, and at the end of this third I've definitely noticed a little bit of a creamy note coming in with a slight tang to it. But so far it's performing very well. I would say not overly complex, but I'm expecting some transitions. I fear, based off of performance so far, you're not going to see major transitions, but I do enjoy the flavors very much. You know, that earth on the finish with a slight black pepper, a slight cayenne pepper to it, maybe even a little bit of cinnamon, which is nice, and the leathery notes on the draw with the cream that's coming in. We'll see if it progresses to the point where you're getting enough changes third to third, and let's see if the finish changes, because so far the finish has been basically the same all along, but so far very good. And I'm not just saying that because some of the filler comes from down the street, but it is it's performing very well. The draw is great, smoke is great, heavy smoke, very similar to Drew Estate smoke. So it's kind of interesting. The ex-CEO of Drew Estate's creating a cigar that smokes a lot, like a lot of Drew Estates do. But in general, great cigar. So far, I'm hoping that it progresses and becomes even more complex as we go. But burn time is actually pretty quick. I put this down for 5 or so minutes, came back to it, just had to do a few things inside, and then still lit, which is great construction, but the burn is going pretty quick. So I don't know if I'd say that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a Robusto, so if you get more than 45 minutes, you should be pretty happy. But at this point, I'm pretty happy with this cigar. They're not super economical. I don't know exactly, I'm going to say maybe $11, $12 at a cigar store for a Robusto. So it's not cheap. But at this point, it's a well-balanced cigar that is performing well. So I'll get further down, get through the second third, and we'll see how this progresses. Matt here to go over the second third of the Sobremesa, and I'd say the second third had slight changes to it. You know, I wouldn't say a drastic transition. I would say that the beginning of this third went to a more leathery, creamy note. I did get some sweet spices and a slight black pepper, but then I did get some of the vegetal notes on the draw for a little while. Didn't last very long. The creamy notes didn't last very long, and then it moved back to a leathery and more of an earthy note here at the end of this third. And now I'm getting the espresso notes and the black coffee notes back in at the end of this third. Construction has been amazing, and the burn did slow down here, which is pretty good. I can see that it's jam-packed full of tobacco here at the head of the cigar. So construction is absolutely amazing. I have to give them tremendous kudos on that. And occasionally that's another one where you get a little bit of cream to it. That was an earthy cream. So it hasn't been one of those super heavy cream cigars, which I do enjoy. But you get the notes of them here and there, which is pretty nice. It's a good balanced blend. But there hasn't been a major transition. I would say overall the body of the cigar has been medium full for the most part. Strength is, I guess, medium. I'm not really feeling much of anything. I tend to think that towards the end of this cigar, it's going to have a kick to it. But a pleasant cigar. I'm expecting more out of it, especially at the end here. Got a little bit left of this second third here, but I would like to see something come out, like a true coffee, like a coffee cream or something like that, that would make a lot of sense with this cigar. Or even a chocolate note with that cayenne pepper spice that's hinted in there. That would be really nice. Who doesn't like chocolate covered chilies, you know? So anyway, so far so good. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully I get a bigger transition here at the last third, but can't complain. Good cigar. So I'll get further down into the cigar, try to finish it up, and I'll be back to see how it progresses. Welcome back to Cigar Audit. Matt here to finish up the Sobremesa. I think the last third here has performed well, but no major transition, which I was really hoping for a significant transition. I would say in the last third, roughly the same as the second third. A little bit of creamy notes from time to time, some vegetal notes from time to time, typically leathery and earth. With black coffee. I would say the espresso kind of kicked back into a standard black coffee flavor, but definitely a good cigar all around. The construction of this cigar was amazing. They did a great job. The draw is getting a little hot here at the end, but that's being picky. So in general, I think the cigar is a great cigar. I think that it is one that if you find a sampler pack, definitely pick it up. Or if you see it at your brick and mortar, pick up a stick, see if it's your flavor profile. If you like an earthy, leathery cigar with hints of different flavors, this one had hints of cayenne, hints of black pepper, cream, and vegetal notes, you'll like this cigar. The coffee slash espresso notes are throughout, so it's not like that's a hint. That's pretty much a standard flavor throughout the cigar. The leather and leathery earth notes are the binding flavor to this cigar. So where do I rate this stick? I would say on construction it's amazing. It's high 90s. The construction of the cigar is amazing. They did a great job. And I know that it's made out of the Hoya de Nicaragua factory. This, as far as flavor is concerned, it's good. It's just not phenomenal. So I'm going to give this cigar a 93. I feel good about that. It's a good cigar, very good stick. But I'm hoping for some more transitions throughout. It's a fairly good blend. Has medium complexity, but it doesn't have the complexity throughout. It's pretty stagnant throughout the entire stick. So 93 is a good rating. Nothing to shake a stick at. I think it's definitely worth picking up if you're at your brick and mortar. Try one out, see if you like the profile. And you know, all in all, medium to full body cigar, very enjoyable. Strength, maybe medium. You know, you get a little bit here and there, but not much. And you'll have a good time with it. You definitely will. I'm looking forward to trying different variations of this cigar, and hopefully the newer variations will have a little bit more complexity third to third. So again, thank you for watching Cigar Audit. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Find us on Facebook and like us, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to check us out at cigaraudit.com. We'll see you next time.